You know, it was a scary time, but it wasn't a scary time. It was like something's happening here that I don't understand. And then when God put it all together, it was like a big gift. In 1971, early in the spring, Jerry got sent to Korea for 8 months. My youngest daughter was about 2 months old, and my older daughter was about 2.5. I was doing fine, and all of a sudden, I realized that there was a numbness going up the side of my face. When they did the brain scan, they found a tumor in my head. So they decided they needed to operate. They had Jerry brought back from Korea before the end of his tour over there, and I was convinced that I was going to die. I didn't believe in God, and I was not scared at all. I just thought I was going to cease to exist. And when I woke up in the ICU, I knew God was real that day. So I just started ministering to the people in the hospital, and it was really strange because I didn't know any of them. But I started to be able to walk and talk, and my talking sounds funny, but that's part of who I am now. And Jerry never acted like there was anything different about me at all. So we had a wonderful marriage. We had an adventure that you would not believe. It started with God, and then it continued through our lives of touching other people that needed to know God, of working with people. We picked up a German family on the highway one day. They were going along, and they went zooming past us, and then all of a sudden our car started making this awful noise, and we went past them. And so Jerry pulled over, and so they borrowed our car, went over to Yellowstone, and when their car was finished, we went over to Yellowstone and traded cars. But, it's been just all kinds of things like that, where we helped people that we never would have thought of helping before that. And so when we prayed for a little gal that had a demon, we didn't know how to pray for a demon to be ousted. So we just started praying with her. And we held hands and we prayed. And all of a sudden she said, "The love is back." And she never had any problems after that. The demon was gone, and they took her to Fitzsimmons to try to treat her, and there was nothing wrong with her. So when we moved here, David Asher was going to go for back surgery. His back was hurting so bad, and he needed that surgery. And he told me to pray for David, and David was gone before I caught him. And I didn't think it was right for me to call somebody I didn't even know on the telephone and ask him if I could pray for him. So I waited till he came back, which was the night before he was going to go in for his surgery. And I went over and I said, "Can I pray for you?" And he said, "Sure." And I took a hold of his hands and I prayed for his back to be whole. And he canceled the surgery the next day, and he's never had it. God gave us more and more and more and more. So it's been an awesome trip, and it's one that I wouldn't trade for anything.